He's hockey royalty in Minnesota and the National Hockey League. Phil Housley's in the house talking about the state of the game. All dressed up and no game yet in the National Football League. Former Viking Greg Coleman talks labor woes and the Vikings in 2011. We're celebrating high school champions. We'll have a tip of the cap to Totino Grace football. And MIAC track and field championships are coming up. We set the stage. It's all ahead. It's Easter Sunday. It's Game On. And once again, it's great to be with you. This is Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill. I'm Rod Simons, and a very happy Easter to you. Hope your weekend has been good. Hopefully the nicer weather will stick around with us from here on out. We have a great show for you lined up. We're going to be talking a lot of hockey with a legend in just a second. Also some football. You know, the Viking schedule came out just a couple of days ago. We'll talk about that, as well as the National Football League. And we're going to tip our cap to some high school champions in the house with us as well. But first, let's get to Game On by the numbers. And as we talk hockey, don't forget, the National Hockey League is actually coming to the Twin Cities in June, as the Wild will host the NHL draft. The NFL draft is just days away, and the draft party, obviously, will be on the 28th, hosted by the Vikings at Winter Park. The Twins are going to be hitting the road at the week's end, and the Swarm gearing up for the playoffs and the second season. And we kick off this Easter Sunday, delighted to have hockey legend and NHL great Phil Housley in the house.
Thanks, Rod.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So many things we could talk about. Let's catch people up on what you've been doing. You've been coaching at Stillwater for the last few years.
Yeah, I just finished up my 7th year with Stillwater, and it just seems like time flew by.
Yeah.
But a lot of great things happening there. Our program has gotten a lot better throughout the years, particularly this last couple of years. We had one of our best records in the 60-year history of the school, so that's going great. And this past weekend, the Minnesota seniors defeated the Minnesota U18s in the championship game for the NNT CCM Invitational, so we were crowned champions. We got the cup. It was great to be a part of. You know, as they say, winning never gets old.
And if people don't know it at home, which most of you do, hockey goes on year-round.
24/7. You know, I don't know how a lot of these high school coaches do it, because you think it's just a 16-week schedule, November to March, but you got the selects for all the USA Hockey nominations, you got the NIT, then the summer camps will be starting up soon in June, right after school. So, but it's fun. You know, you got to try to keep developing your players.
And I don't know how you do it, because a couple weeks ago when we chatted, you were in Buffalo. So you're in the Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame.
Yep.
You're coming and going all the time. They love you out there. You're seeing the pros, the collegiates, and the kids.
Yeah, it was great to be a part of that in Buffalo. The new owner, Terry Pagula, who just became the new owner in Buffalo in February, flew out 75. He wanted to get as many as he could, and this was done in a 3-week period since the passing of Rick Martin, one of the parts of the French Connection. He said, we want everybody out here for our 40-year celebration. I saw guys I haven't seen in 20-some years, and it was just a great gesture on his part, and being able to get announced on the ice, the last game, Buffalo, who needed 1 point to make the playoffs, and hear your name. You know, at least we're getting cheered for, but just to see those guys and be a part of that celebration was awesome.
8 teams you played with. Is Buffalo, because they drafted you out of high school, was that your favorite stop?
Yeah, you know, anytime where you start, you've spent the most time there. 8 years. Scotty Bowman took a chance on me at 165 pounds right out of high school and gave me a chance to play. I owe a lot to him. He taught me a lot about the game at an early age, but the guys I played with, you know, Lindy Ruff, who coaches Buffalo, Mike Ramsey, who took me into their house early when I was a rookie, you know, sort of showed me how to be a pro. That's all I'll go with that one. But no, they were, you know, they made me feel comfortable, and I owe a lot to the Buffalo Sabres organization.
More with Phil Housley in just a sec. Don't forget, you can catch up on all the stuff that's going on this show at GameOnTVMN.com. We got all the blogs for you, all the latest information. Check out the Vikings schedule. We got it right there for you. Brandon on baseball, the boss on MMA, Shockers Locker. We'll be talking about it all. And our partners up at purplepride.org, we're talking football 52/7 as well. Check us out. It's GameOnTVMN.com. Now, talking to fans. Fan HQ, your stop for all kinds of fan wear at Ridgedale Mall. Who's your favorite Twins player?
Scott Baker.
Why?
He always seems to give it his all when he's out there on the mound, and he seems like he's a really nice guy and seems to really enjoy Minnesota and the fans.
Swarm Lacrosse is at the XL Energy Center on Treasure Island Field Saturday, April 30th, when they face off against the Washington Stealth at 7:30 p.m. For tickets, visit mnswarm.com or call 888-MN-SWARM. Welcome to playoffs at the Hive.
Hi friends, talking to you about River City Mortgage, and it's no secret, today's home buyer needs help navigating and making sense of the right mortgage and finance decisions. Maria at River City Mortgage makes sense of it. She'll help you find the best strategies to fit your financial needs, and she'll offer creative options. Maria's goal, a smooth process for you. Find her at maria@rcmortgage.com and you'll see firsthand.
The sun has always powered life. And now it powers our latest innovation to heat and cool your home more efficiently. Introducing the world's only solar-powered home energy system, which saves you up to half off your heating and cooling bill.
Go green with Liberty Comfort Systems and your neighbors will be green with envy.
Get the latest in green technology and save some green.
Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back and happy Easter. It's Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill. Rod with Phil Housley, the hockey great. Looking at your numbers, I didn't know, you look like you could still play. 21 years in the National Hockey League. How did you do it?
Well, I keep following them just like I did right now, but no. You know, it's just a lot of preparation and, you know, a passion for the game.
You went from high school to the pros. Now, there's a lot of speculation about you and this coaching thing. I know some folks in Stillwater are biting their nails about this because they don't want to lose you. But eventually you would like to coach in the National Hockey League. Could you go from the high school to the professional?
Well, I hope so. You know, that's the connections you've made when you've played, and then the connections you keep while you're out of the game and you're coaching and being part of 2 World Junior tournaments.
Lord knows you know everybody.
Yeah, 2011, we won both bronze medals, and having an opportunity to coach with the national team coming up here in a week. We're leaving tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great experience, but yeah, I would. You know, everybody has goals, not only as players, but as coaches, you want to reach the highest level. Yeah, I can see myself coaching the NHL, and hopefully I can get there.
One of the things I've always wondered about, I've heard that you didn't win the Stanley Cup. You've never touched the Stanley Cup. Is that true?
Yeah, no, I haven't. And, you know, we had a chance in '98 with Washington when Detroit, you know, won their back-to-back cup in '98. But it was in New Jersey when I got traded to New Jersey in '96 at the deadline. It was sitting there, and I mean, I was literally right next to it, and I said, no, you know, I got to earn that right. And, you know, I never did it as a player. Maybe eventually I'll do it as a coach, but that's the passion. That's what burns me.
There's something about the cup, isn't there, especially for a player?
Well, it's so hard to accomplish. I mean, you play 4 grueling series, and I've been a part of, you know, I've been in won an Eastern Conference Championship in '98 and played in that grind, and, you know, it's an incredible trophy, and all the history that goes with it. It's just one of the hardest trophies to win, and that's why I think you appreciate it that much more when you do win it.
What if the Wild wanted you to coach?
Well, I have to look at all options. You know, it would be a great opportunity. You know, you never know when your opportunity is going to come, and that's the situation. You think you can go pick and choose and say, hey, I want to go coach in the NHL. It doesn't work that way, and it would be something that I'd really have to look at and think hard about.
Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Happy Easter.
And happy Easter to you. We got to have you back very soon.
That'd be great.
And I want you to golf on June 23rd. Don't forget, it's coming up. It's Rod Simon's Golf for the Gift of Adoption. It's going to be at Troy Burn. Great event to help people, couples, create their forever family through gift of adoption grants. June 23rd, Troy Burn. It's fun, relaxing, challenging, and it's a great cause. Check us out at golfforthegift.com. June 23rd. Love to have you with us. Now, more from Fan HQ, your official fan store, telling us who your favorite Twin player is.
It's Joe Maurer because I'm a catcher myself for softball, and he's inspirational to me.
Hi friends, the mission is simple at the Minnesota Real Estate Team. Help buyers and sellers reach their goals. Your needs are handled by a professional team with years of vital experience. They know the Twin Cities, and they work on your timeline with no pressure. So get answers. They're your local real estate team.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Diebly is there. Wallingberg and Diebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
River City Saloon is the place for food, music, fun, and bikers. Bikers get the best parking spot, and inside, from business people to bikers, everyone's going to have a great time. Create your own bucket list at the River City Saloon. There are specials every night of the week and live music all weekend. Get us online at hollysrivercitysaloon.com and look for the awning just off Main and Anoka, right in the heart of the historic Anoka Entertainment District. See you soon at the River City Saloon.
There's Beasley, isolated right side. He puts it on the floor to the free throw line. Drops it for Love. 3 ball on the way. Got it to go! Kevin Love with a 30-30.
Wes Johnson rises up and comes down hard. Ridnour throws it up for Darko and he lifts it in. Tolliver knocks it away.
More reasons to get your 2011-2012 season tickets at Timberwolves.com. The Minnesota Timberwolves. United we run.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to Greg Coleman in the house.
Thank you, my friend. Happy Resurrection Day.
Nice to see you.
Yes, sir.
You all know he's former Viking great, broadcaster on the National Football League coverage of the Minnesota Vikings. But we have the schedule, which has been out for a couple of days, and you're looking at a hard copy.
Yeah.
We got the labor unrest going.
Don't worry about it.
How are we supposed to feel?
Don't worry about it. The schedule is here. The only, the difficult piece, talking with Leslie Frazier and his new staff, not being able to put in their systems, that's the most difficult thing right now. But the guys are working out. They're maybe not to the extent that they would have had they been in camp. Yeah. But you know what? I think this labor issue is going to take care of itself. But don't worry about it, man.
How do you feel? Because we haven't had you on since Leslie Frazier was named head coach. I was very excited about it. How do you feel?
I'm just elated. I mean, having the opportunity to play against Leslie, and now to develop a relationship with him when he was defensive coordinator, now head coach. I've never seen an organization change its ilk, a word that Paul Allen uses, overnight. What he did for that organization, changed it from top to bottom. And this is not a shot at Brad Childress.
No.
It just means what change means, what a man of character, what a man of God means for that organization. I think he's going to do great.
Sometimes change is very, very good. A lot of people are worried about change, but the bottom line is something had to happen here, and this man will step up and make it happen.
He knows football. He's been there. He's been in the battle. He's been a winner as a player, as a coach, now a head coach. Surrounding himself with a great staff and Mike Singletary and that whole group of guys, I think they're going to do very, very well.
Is this team going to be completely different in terms of offensively and defensively? Because I've heard a lot of things. They may not be doing Tampa 2. They're certainly not going to be doing a West Coast style offense. What do you hear?
I think you have to work within a system with the players that you have. Sometimes what I call arrogant coaching, you get locked into a coaching philosophy. But if you can't win the Kentucky Derby with shuttling ponies. So you gotta have horses, and you gotta have the right jockey to ride that horse. And I think quarterback is a desperate need. There's some other needs on this football team, but I think Leslie and his staff, along with Spillman and the Studwell and that scouting staff, they're gonna put the right people in place. And then, hey, here are your horses. Put them in play to win the Kentucky Derby.
So do you look at this as an overhaul or a tweaking situation?
It's a little of both. I think you overhaul at the quarterback position, but you've got some tremendous players in place, playmakers in Adrian Peterson, Percy Harvin, just to name a few.
Oh, yeah.
I like this football team. So this is not a rebuilding. It's just a tweaking.
More with the minister in just a second. Time now for Who's Hot and Who's Cold. Brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems of Anoka. Who's hot? It's got to be the Swarm. After the Twins, they're the only game in town right now. And here's a team bent on a strong postseason run and a lacrosse title. It might not be the most talked about sport, but it's fun to watch, and the players get it. The Swarm are hot. Who's cold? It's got to be the NFL. We got the draft ahead of us. They released the schedule, and the fans are left hanging. Two sides continue to talk about billions and billions of dollars. They'll get that taken care of, though, like Mr. Coleman said. That's who's hot and who's cold. Brought to us by Liberty Comfort Systems and Friendum at Liberty Comfort Systems of Anoka. Time now for our Fan HQ Voice of the Fan. And who is your favorite Twins player?
Joe Mauer, because he plays catcher and that's one of my favorite positions.
Are you a good hitter like Joe Mauer?
Yeah.
Hi friends, when you make mortgage decisions, Caliber Funding delivers a better experience. Caliber walks you through the process step by step, and trained Caliber consultants have an array of resources to help you. Ask your loan officer about Caliber's guarantee that loan documents can be delivered 3 days before close. Caliber Funding is a well-capitalized direct lender, MLS number 80636, and Caliber is an equal housing lender. Caliber offers a more productive experience for you. At Caliber, you'll see a lending difference. Find us at caliberfunding.com.
What's your 99?
Wendy's new 99-cent everyday value menu now has even more tasty ways to get what you want for 99 cents.
My 9 for 99. My 9 for 99.
The all-new Bacon 99er with thick applewood smoked bacon, or the new crispy chicken Caesar wrap with tender all-white meat chicken.
99.
My 99.
We got your 99.
Now there's 9 tasty choices for 99 cents.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill. Rod with Greg Coleman. And if you did not know this, Mr. Coleman's an ordained minister, and it's Easter Sunday, and one of the things people at home might not know is you have interaction with players all the time, but you can't because of the labor situation. Explain.
Well, you know, I'm in the associate with Tom Lemke, our chaplain to the team, and, you know, players have needs, just not during the seasons, you know, with family issues and things of life. And the difficult part is not being able to have contact with them because of the labor issue, because it was a complete lockout. So anyone who's associated with the organization, coaches, players, you know, and that I guess that includes me too, can't have any contact with players. So that's the difficult part, because I know a lot of times, you know, you have dinner, you know, invite them to church and all those kinds of things, but we can't do that now. But
wow, I never would have known that. And your relationship with the team is, well, with K-Fan and the Viking, you have a number of prongs, but you can't have that content.
And that's the beauty. You know, I love the pregame preach. I love the game itself, but what I love more is ministering to the needs of players and coaches. That's, you know, that's the beauty of the call.
It's a special day today.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. And for all of those believers who understand the true meaning of Easter and resurrection, the game might be over.
Yeah.
It might be finished, but it ain't over.
One of the things people also might not know is that you give back to the community, not just spiritually, but you have a tournament, a golf tournament, you've been giving since you were playing.
Education and kids are the foundation of our country, and when there was a breach of education and a breach of kids and family, that's where we started to miss it. So the effort that my wife and I have done for a number of years, this is our 12th year here in Minnesota with this program. You know, the UY program, it's a mentoring and tutoring program, touching young kids early on, giving them some guidance and direction, because we all are standing on the shoulders of somebody. If you see a turtle standing in the woods on a post by himself and he says, "How did you get there?" "Well, I got here by myself." He's lying, because we all, Rod, and you included, know that we depend on each other. And what this is, it's an opportunity for an after-school program using the University of Minnesota students to tutor young kids in the Minneapolis-St. Paul School District and giving them guidance and directions and how to study and all those things. And it's done, the benefit is done through a golf tournament. You've had the privilege of having a good time.
It's a great tournament, and the website's right below us. Don't forget to check it out. Go to GameOnTVMN.com if you want the link as well, if you don't have a pen to write it down. It's in August. It's in Blaine. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day.
August 22nd, man. You're going to have a great time.
Thank you for being with us.
All right, my friend. God bless you.
Happy Easter. Greg Coleman here on Game On. And don't forget, you can always watch a live taping. And this coming week, you've heard about my run, Terry Hitchcock, the 75 marathons in 75 days. His story will play out. Terry Hitchcock's in the house, and we got boxer Caleb Truex as well. Live show autographs, you want to see it. Game On at Courtside Bar and Grill.
This is the story of Terry Hitchcock and the 2 marathons that shaped his life, the one he ran and the one he lived.
The 5 of us was a very tight family. Fun, telling jokes. I got a call one day from Sue, and she said, would I mind coming home? She said, I just came back from the doctors. The doctor said I had breast cancer. When Sue died, I said to God, how come not me? But I think I had a lot to learn. I began to appreciate what single parents go through. Someone had to get out there and talk about what these kids need and what these families need. I said I want to do a marathon a day.
Now into the unknown.
You look at this guy, you do not think this is a marathon runner.
Well, he's 56 years old, he's on high blood pressure medication. I don't think he's really ever run before.
What did I get myself into?
Numbing cold, stifling heat, uphill, downhill, day after day.
His feet were just eaten up from the constant pounding he was taking.
If I could just get out on the highway, somehow I could tell the story of what I knew kids were going through. Every one of us can do something, be a hero, be somebody's hero.
Time now for our high school spotlight. And when you talk about championship pedigree, Totino Grace knows all about it. Coach Jeff Ferguson, good to have you here.
Thanks for having us, Rod.
6 championships in the last 8 years, back-to-back titles. Winning is important to you guys.
You know what? It's interesting because we are competitive, and like everybody, we do want to win. We would say that we don't focus on it.
Yeah.
We would say we don't talk about it, but it's definitely something that I think we try to achieve.
You do it with class. You got great kids here. Greg Coleman was talking to some of the freshmen. The freshmen are saying that you guys are ready for a continued run of success.
Well, those are freshmen. What we would say is we got a long way to go, Rod.
Yeah.
That's what we would say. We got a long way to go.
Some weight room work for some of the guys?
We got to get some guys in the room. There's no question about it.
Well, you've done some serious winning, and it's been fun watching the kids. It's great to have you guys in the house with us. Totino Grace Eagles, congratulations on all the success.
Thanks, Rod. Appreciate it.
And continued good luck. Time now for the Northern Extremes Notebook. Northern Extremes Remodeling, where service and quality come first. Twins get Tampa Bay midweek, then they hit the road for a little bit. They'll be back home quickly. Stars Soccer, their openers on the 30th. Vikings draft parties on April 28th. Lynx open with the LA Sparks on June 5th. Machine women's football, May 7th against Nebraska. St. Paul Saints against Sioux Falls on May 12th. And quickly looking at the Vikings schedule, they'll open on the 11th of September against San Diego there. They'll host Tampa Bay for the first game. Interesting game. See that right there? Monday Night Football at Green Bay on November 14th. And even though they're locked out, we can still make some plans. And Fan HQ is the place for your collectible items. You want it, Fan HQ has it. Fan HQ, look for some Twins signings in the next couple of weeks. Speaking of the Twins, Fan HQ brings us the voice of the fan. And who is your favorite Twin?
Jim Thome.
Why?
Because he's a future Hall of Famer, and the fact that we're getting him at a good price. I like quality players like him. He stands for something good.
Swarm Lacrosse is at the XL Energy Center on Treasure Island Field Saturday, April 30th, when they face off against the Washington Stealth at 7:30 p.m. For tickets, visit mnswarm.com or call 888-MN-SWARM. Welcome to playoffs at the Hive.
Hi friends, talking to you about River City Mortgage, and it's no secret, today's homebuyer needs help navigating and making sense of the right mortgage and finance decisions. Maria at River City Mortgage makes sense of it. She'll help you find the best strategies to fit your financial needs, and she'll offer creative options. Maria's goal, a smooth process for you. Find her at maria@rcmortgage.com and you'll see firsthand.
Wallingberg and Deebly believes in families. We understand and support families in all their many forms. And when legal problems arise in the family, Wallingberg and Deebly is there. Wallingberg and Deebly, the premier family law firm of Minnesota. When you need us, Call 612-326-3453 or visit wbdlaw.com.
Welcome back. It's Game On, powered by the Courtside Bar and Grill. The GM here at Courtside is Craig Carger. Big man, happy Easter to you.
Happy Easter to you, Rob.
What's hot this week?
You know, as you can tell, we're a little light on the darts tonight, but starting this week, darts start up again on Tuesday nights, and even if you're not one of our league players, which are on Sundays and on Tuesdays, you can come on Tuesday nights and play in our tournament.
Fun thing here is Sunday Fun Day.
My favorite day of the week.
Kids eat free. And that's real?
Kids eat free all day on Sundays.
Nice. Okay, Courtside Bar and Grill website is?
www.courtsideanoka.com.
And it is time for the MIAC Minute. Delighted to have St. Mary's Track and Field represented today. Sean McMahon is the head coach. Andrew Bergen is the senior thrower. Senior thrower is what, discus or hammer?
Hammer.
Hammer.
Yep.
And you throw it a mile?
I wouldn't say that far, but pretty close.
Coach, you've had to deal with some nasty weather. It's getting a little warmer now, but a few days ago, you were driving out of snow to get here.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's spring, so I guess we're going to live with it.
Honestly, though, the weather kind of messes with you a little bit when you're doing outdoor track and field.
Yeah, you know, we're gearing up for the end of the season, and that's when we're at our best, and it's when the weather is at its best. So,
big conference meet at Gustavus at the end of the season, the conference championships. Obviously, you're working towards that. How's the team performing as a whole?
The team is doing very well.
You've been Athlete of the Week a number of times. What's the key for you at this point in the season?
Right now, it's just keeping our eye for the end of the season at Nationals, of course. But just every week, just getting a little bit better and better for that peaking at the end, peaking at the right time in the season.
But you guys do this without a scholarship. That's the most amazing thing to me in the MIAC. You do it for love of the game, and academically, you're one of the better student athletes in the conference.
Yeah. It's just something that I've loved to do since I was a little kid. My dad, he was my coach all through middle school and high school, so it just kind of stuck there, and it just became a part of my life that I just always wanted to keep doing it.
Congratulations. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
St. Mary's Track and Field. Always good to have you in the house. That's your MIAC Minute. And don't forget, you can keep up with the Wolves and the NBA on my weekly blog, Simon Says. It's at timberwolves.com, part of a great NBA website full of inside information, strong Wolf viewpoints, all at your fingertips. It's interactive, so drop me a note, rod@gameontvmn.com, and look for a new Simon Says blog every Thursday morning at timberwolves.com. Been a good show, busy day. Thank you for being with us. Don't forget, check us out for all our updates at gameontvmn.com. And yes, we do answer our tweets at GameOnTVMN. Hope you have a great Easter Sunday. We'll see you back here Tuesdays for tapings and next Sunday right here on Fox. Keep your game on.